All right, hey, how you doing? I am back because I said that I would redo this video and make it a little bit better. So I am back. If you haven't checked out my previous video, stop saying my previous video talks about my 1 year Sisterlock anniversary, which passed recently, and I told you guys that the curls that I had in my hair from the wrapper lock tool wasn't going to last long. But the same day, I decided to do to start doing box braids over at my Sisterlocks. I did. I don't know what to do with them. They're so heavy, but I did. It took me 2 days to braid my hair, and I also did my version of knotless. So I guess I have knotless box braids over my Sisterlocks. It's lots of words, but hang in there with me. So it took me about 6 hours total because I did 3 hours on Tuesday and 3 hours on Wednesday. And I do know that there's a couple things I could do to kind of cut that time down. I could probably cut down about 30 to 45 minutes, but I was a little bit obsessive about the knotless part of it. After I just kind of got into the groove of things. I was also obsessing over like the parting and which lock is going to go in which braid. So that was just some little OCD stuff that was happening in my head, which made me have to keep going to the mirror to look in the back of my head. Okay, anyway, so here are my knotless box braids that are over my Sisterlocks. I have seen people have box braids over their Sisterlocks, but I didn't see anybody that, or at least I was unable to find anybody that had the knotless version, because I know, the bigger your braids get, the bigger that knot looks at the beginning of said braids. And I didn't feel like having a knot because I'm probably going to keep these in as long as possible. We'll see, because they're heavy. I'm going to be saying that throughout this video. This shit is heavy. So, 6 hours. It took me like 7 packs of braiding hair. It is the 25-inch pre-stretched. I don't know the brand or anything. I threw all that stuff away earlier in the week, but you can find pre-stretched hair anywhere now. Any black people hair store. Don't go to Sally's or none of them, because they're not gonna have what you need. That's just pro tip. Yeah, so about 6 packs of hair. I could have utilized 7 packs, but I didn't feel like going back to the hair store. My hands are getting tender from braiding over and over and over again. I was tired of sitting there, so a couple of the ones in the back are a little bit smaller, but I didn't care enough to make them all the same size this time. So maybe next time. Let's see if I can get in and kind of show you guys. So it was the knotless. No, it was the pre-stretched, pre-feathered, blah, 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 all that good stuff, braiding hair, 25 inches. So these are much longer than the braids were in my last box braids video. These are very, very, very long. They're long. They stop at, I'm sitting and I'm 5'5". They are stopping at my waistband. So they're very long, which this is the first time I've had braids this long in quite some time. As you guys have heard me mention in other videos, I recently got out of the military, so I've always had to have like kind of shoulder length, a little bit longer hair in order to get that 3-inch bun that we are confined to while in uniform. Now that I'm not in uniform anymore, I'm just out here living my best hair life. I've also never had, side note, I've also never had any of these little decoration joints on my braids. So I went, while I was getting my hair out, so bought some of that. Some of them are coming off because I don't know what to do with them, but bought some of that little golden yarn thing, and I just did some random little wraps, some random little braid tie thingies. What I'm also going to do probably the next time that I do box braids, I'm going to see if I can braid the twine or whatever this material is into the braid, just so I can kind of get like a little peak of color throughout the braid. Don't know if that's a thing. Haven't seen anybody else do it, but I'm going to try it. So we'll see how that goes. But 25 inches. Let's see. Very long, very long, very long. 25 inches of hair. What challenges did I run into? Challenges because it's my first time ever doing knotless. I don't know why I would have picked now to make this my first try, but I kind of got the hang of it. I kind of don't. I can kind of tell the roots are skinny and then it gets drastically bigger. I have to play around with that for me a little bit more, but I guess you guys can get in and see a little bit better. But I have, like I said, they're probably not truly knotless. I don't know that that is a thing unless you're doing it on like loose hair, because there's a girl called, her name is Beauty Can Braid, C-A-N Braid, Beauty Can Braid, here on YouTube. I'll probably link her video below if you want to try to learn how to do knotless box braids. She did a really good job of demonstrating and showing me, but I also see that it kind of feeds in between the hair. So that was a good guide on helping me learn how to do the knotless. So I'll get in there and let you guys see a little bit. So each one of these has about, let's just guess 4 to 6 sister locks are braided into each of these. Now in the back, I got a little bit lazy, so it's a little bit more than the 5 to 6, but I enjoy them. Let's see. Yeah, like my tuck game is pretty strong, so you can't really tell where the sister locks are, but trust me, they are in there. They better be in there. Okay, so just a little, just so you can kind of see what's going on. So yeah, these are my knotless box braids over my sister locks. So I've been having fun with it. They're still a little tender. I finished braiding my hair. I started on Monday. I finished on Tuesday. So I'll say I've had them for about, today's Friday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So maybe 3-4 days. They're still a little bit tender in some spots. So I haven't figured out I don't know why I did that. I'm trying to figure out a way to style them where they don't hurt, because these are like the heaviest set of braids that I ever had. They're very, very heavy. So if anything, if they don't, start to feel lighter, I don't know what to do with them. But I don't just do like a half up, half down. When it comes to styling my braids, like even when I was a loose natural, that's just the only way I ever wore them. Maybe like a half up, half down, a bun, or I'll just take these 4 side braids, pull them back and tie them off. So they're kind of tight, so I don't know if I'm gonna leave them alone. We'll see if they have any effect on my sister locks or not. But yeah, so these are my box braids over my sister locks. Yeah, it was something to do for me to do. I did notice, because I am a fan of smaller braids, so these are definitely, like I said, the biggest set I've ever had. They're definitely much bigger than I prefer. However, with these sister locks, because mine are starting to bud and they're actually starting to lock, like the ends are thicker than, where normal hair or unlocked hair normally tapers from thick to the root down to thin at the end. Mine is they're thick all the way down, so it's kind of hard to get the ends to tuck away nicely in smaller braids. I did notice that, so that that kind of added to some times I had to take out the first row and redo it and whatever. So I guess it's the same concept when people have locks. You can't really choose a size, because you have to tuck your hair. Your hair is bigger and it's fuller all the way down. So that was a challenge. Unless I probably decide to do, like, instead of 6 to 8 sister locks per braid, and to cut that down to 2 or to 4. That's the only other option I can have in order to have smaller braids. But in the meantime, I like these. I definitely like these. I'm having fun with them. They're a little bit heavy, but when I put them up at night, I just gather them on top of my hair, put them in a bun, put my little my little stocking cap, a majigger thingy on there, and I just go to bed. So they're not too bad. They don't provide an obstacle. They're a little bit worrisome during the day because I don't know, I have to keep pushing them back and getting them off of me because I don't like hair like all up in this region. That's annoying. But saw a cat outside the window. Yeah. So that's pretty much all I gotta say. I just wanted to come through and show you guys these set of box braids. I definitely like these much better than the last set. My forehead is still Poppington. That's just gonna be, that's always gonna be my featured guest is this big forehead. And that's all I got. Let me know if you got any questions, comments, concerns. And I will see you on the next video. Peace. All right, so I think I forgot to add this in. I kind of wanted to show you guys all of the locks from the back. So let me turn and see. You can see all of them. Very heavy, very long. And I will add this footage in the video somewhere.